Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in. As usual, this is Mitch at Diagnostic North. And today we have the luxury of working on a 2005 F250 with a 5.4 gas engine. And this is an old plow truck, so we got to get this thing ready for winter. And the customer's complaint on this truck is intermittent loss of power. The truck just kind of stumbles on its face. It's not really a power issue. The truck basically almost stalls. There's a major issue here. But then as you drop that into a lower gear, get the engine revving a little bit more, we actually end up being able to kind of overcome the RPM gap that it's not able to achieve, and things kind of go back to normal. So I hope you guys are ready, because we're about to take a ride on the diagnostic train. So let's start by doing a fault scan. I want to say 50% of this diagnostic time is going to turn out to be waiting for programs to load. Oh, cool. So here's a ton of fault codes. Look at one of the first ones. The air conditioning is on. Check that out. We have a coolant thermostat stuck open code. There's also a misfire detected. We got cylinder 7 misfire, system 2 lean, evap, not a big deal. System 2 lean, system 2 lean. And then we have a number 7 misfire. Misfire detected on startup. System. Seems like there's something else here at play. If we're dealing with system 2 lean, so it's enriching the fuel, and the stoic range is way out to lunch. We also have a misfire on 7. There's no freeze frame. We only have freeze frame for system 2 lean. I wish they had timestamps on these freeze frames like they do on the heavy duty trucks. All right, so this scenario reminds me of this old motorhome I was working on, and it had a stumbling engine throughout all RPM ranges, and it was kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. I was called in to troubleshoot it, and my first step was it seemed like a fuel problem. So initially, I hooked up my fuel pressure gauges to the RV, and almost immediately, all of the symptoms went away. It actually had no more hesitation. Throttle response was back to normal. And I built it like there was some crud in the fuel rail, and I hooked up my test gauge. And you know what? That thing is still running on the road right now. So I recommended they change the fuel filters, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty simple to just, hit the Schrader or take the Schrader out, put a hose on it just to flush that stuff out. So coming back to this scenario, we have a stumbling engine throughout RPM ranges. It's kind of really intermittent. We have an active fault code P0300, random misfire detected. Our power balance test actually indicated we had cylinder 7, cylinder 2, cylinder 1, and cylinder 4 all just kind of intermittently misfiring. So I just kind of ruled out all scenarios. I was just like, well, if we can kind of see what's common within all of these cylinders, what could be contributing to this problem, well, the fuel rail, fuel supply is a very likely scenario. So unfortunately, because these Fords don't have a test port on the fuel rail, you have the pressure sensor that I was able to remove, and just check this one out. Okay guys, so here I have removed the fuel pressure sensor out of the rail. I've attached a 5/8 rubber hose. I had to shave it down a little bit into the tube, and we just got some zip ties in there. It's kind of hard to make out, but it's in there pretty securely, and hopefully this will give us what we're looking for. And we have that going into a very nicely cleaned white pail, so we'll be able to see what comes out. Look at the dirt that come out of the fuel rail. I would be surprised this was causing our P0300 random misfire code. And based on our power balance test, which affected cylinder number 7, cylinder number 2, cylinder number 1, and cylinder number 4. Okay, so we're on a test drive, and everything seems to be perfect. This thing seems like it's a lot better, more throttle response, and I'm betting it was all due to that shit inside the fuel rail. That's all it was. Intermittent misfires, little chunks of, you know, whatever, rust or grime buildup, clogging up the opening, supplying fuel to whatever injector was misfiring at the time. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video here. I want to add that we did replace number 7 ignition coil, and the truck is pretty much ready to go. We're going to send it out, see what happens, but I'm pretty confident that this was the problem. If we need to, we'll flush that rail again, maybe remove it, but we'll keep you guys posted. So if you guys have enjoyed the content, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Mitch at Diagnostic North, signing off.